Good morning.
Good morning. We're on our way to another state park for camping. I believe it's Mirror Lake down by Baraboo, Wisconsin. So that's one that we haven't been in. I don't know if I ever been there.
I've been there long time ago with my pop-up camper. My first camper was a pop-up.
Yeah.
Yeah, an old Apache 1960, as old as me. I was born the same year as I was.
Yeah.
I'll put a picture of it here.
So it's a little bit warm today. Might be the last warm day of the season in October.
We hope. This mid-80s to high 80s is just too much for Wisconsin for October.
Yeah, it's pretty toasty.
Yeah, it is.
So
it's supposed to cool off. We might get some rain tomorrow. We'll see what happens, but it's supposed to cool off down in the 60s where we like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyhow, it's a beautiful sunshiny day. It's supposed to get a little windy later on, so we hope to get our butts in gear faster this morning. So it's actually 8:30 we're leaving.
Yeah, how about that?
We got up, loaded the camper, and we're heading out.
Yep. Sounds good.
Okay, let her roll, Steve. My way's clear. And there's our little bicycle trailer following us. We chose the Mirror Lake because they have a lot of trails for riding the bikes on. Rather than just straight trails that go out and back, we like loops of trails to enjoy the scenery and end up back where we started from. So we decided to look for some state parks that have nice loopy trails. So we're heading out and we're going to go south and west about 3 hours or so, our driving time. Looking forward to it. Steve decided we should top off the tank here at the local Shell, $3.49 for diesel. And so he's topping off the tank, and at the same time he's going to wash our windshield because it's pretty dirty and speckled, and that way we'll have a clearer view for traveling and photographing. There's no windshield wash fluid in the pump station over by the diesel, so we had to come over where the cars fuel up to get some windshield wash. There we go. Now we'll have a nice clean view. Oh, it's a beautiful morning. It's kind of nice to be on the road early. Hopefully we can avoid any later afternoon traffic of people heading home. It is a Packer bye week this week. No Packer game. Otherwise, we always have to consider as you drive near Green Bay whether or not it's a home game, whether it's noon or 3:15 or 7 o'clock for a game, because a lot of that depends on traffic routing around Green Bay. Being that we both used to live there, we know the workarounds to get around town and get away from the major traffic, but today we don't have to consider any of that. Just look at these colored leaves. I think we're in for a beautiful few days of camping with the trees hitting maybe their prime peak. We'll see. Well, we made a little pit stop here at a hardware store in Wrightstown because we had brought some slabs of salmon along to cook, but we forgot our grilling basket rack at home. So we stopped and picked one up. This one's kind of nice. The handle folds inwards, so it'll stow away a little better than the other one that we already had. So by the wonderful powers of the internet, I was able to look it up online and find one at an Ace Hardware just a mile or so off the highway. And $22.99 later, we have another grill basket to add to our gear in the motorhome. And here we are at Mirror Lake State Park near Baraboo and Wisconsin Dells in Wisconsin. We're on site 137, an electric site. This is the first week of October. We're here for 2 nights. We have to head home. We have dentist appointments on Wednesday, so we're just going to enjoy the first part of the week. We unhooked the cargo trailer already, got it into its spot, got the motorhome set up and leveled and plugged in, the slides out, set up the patio mat and some lawn chairs. I don't think we're going to put out the awning because it's a tad bit breezy, windy. Right now it calmed down. We have beautiful blue skies up there. The previous campers here graciously left us some firewood under the table. Kind of nice. We have a little octagon fire pit with a few chunks of unburnt wood. Maybe we can get those to light too. There's a tent pad here, some timbers put in around with leveled sand. Make it more comfortable for a tenter, easier to pound in stakes. And Nick is out on his boat anchor cement block. It is an old boat anchor. And he's hanging out with Steve. We're all set up, and I think Steve's about ready to have a beer. It's kind of some heavy driving on the way here. There was a lot of wind straight up from the south, about 20 to 30 miles an hour, a few gusts. So we're down on the end of the loop at a little cul-de-sac, site 137. We're right on the banks of where the river opens up wider and becomes the lake, Mirror Lake. Absolutely beautiful. The temperature is nice. It's just hovering right around 80, but the humidity went back down. So it's pretty pleasant with the breeze. Every now and then. So our campsite here is right on the edge of a cliff overhanging down over the water. You can see through the trees. And this is where it widens and opens up into the lake. So I don't really have good hiking shoes on, so I'm not going down there. I'm just in a couple of Sketcher slides. But the woods is absolutely beautiful. It smells so good. Trees are starting to turn. Now that one says bike? No, bicycles prohibited. This one says one way to the left. Want to take it? Campsites 123, 124, 125. Must be just a little loop with just a few. Kind of nice, their own little road. After a nice bike ride. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. A little bit of wine. $2 chuck from Trader Joe's. Steve's simmering up a couple burgers on the grill. We have a couple cobs of farmer sweet corn in the microwave. We have some fresh garden tomatoes here. We have some really good Sheboygan buns, hard roll hamburger buns. And we have our new tablecloth out on the table. And we are going to be treated to a beautiful sunset. After a, 5.5 mile bike ride today. And little doggy here is all relaxed. And here we are all at Mirror Lake State Park. Over near Wisconsin Dells in the Baraboo, Delton area. Gorgeous. Well, our beautiful weather from yesterday changed to a dreary, rainy morning. But the rain stopped for a bit. Looking at the radar, it looks like we have more to come. Hi, Nick. Wait. We're trying to teach him to never come out the door.
Okay.
Unless we say it's okay. I think that's a good training. Lock it up. And now we're going to take a little walk. The nice thing about cloudy days is that the colors are even brighter. They're not washed out by the sun. Somebody thinks he can catch birds. So Wisconsin state parks have a program that they have a little cabin or two sometimes within a park that are handicap accessible, and they are usually donated by the friends of the park, and they're made for people who are handicapped to be able to rent them with their families or caretakers. The one at High Cliff even had special beds and lifts and handicap shower, handicap accessible counters and appliances so they can enjoy the camping experience. And that's what this one is. This one even has the name of who it was dedicated for. I saw it on the brochure. Oh, here's a plaque. It's called Barrier Free Cabin. By the Telephone Pioneers of America, Wisconsin chapter. So persons with disabilities can enjoy the gifts of nature in an accessible setting. In between all the beautiful maple and pin cherry, and I think that's a beech, huh? Trees, there's a lot of pines too. I think these are white pines.
Yeah.
Over here we have one of the shower stalls, or bathroom units with individual shower stalls. Each one has its own room. Pretty nice, these newer buildings they've been putting up. Steve said this is one of those newer camper van, B vans by Mercedes. It's a 4-wheel drive. From where? San Luis? Where's it from? Osipio, it says. So here's some of these new bathrooms. And down there a ways, there's also pit toilets for when the buildings close up. They said anywhere between October 1st and 15th, the water gets turned off, depending on the weather. But you can still get water down at the main office if you come here for winter camping. Okay, right up here, there's a little trail we're going to take. So, when we were riding bikes yesterday, we thought it would have been cool to ride on this trail, but it says bicycles are prohibited. Now, here is the park itself. We are camped way up here. This is where we're at. Okay, all these trails within the park are only for hiking. But south of this road down here, opposite of the park office, there are 3 more trails that are for biking. And that's Hastings Trail, Fernden Trail, and the last one, I forget what it was called, way over. But there are 3 bike trails to the south. Otherwise, within the park, you are welcome to ride your bikes on all these roads, which is what we did yesterday. I'll insert a map here. So you can see over here is the interstate, way over here. So we're as far away as we can get from the interstate. We really didn't hear any highway noise until it got very quiet last night after the winds died down. Okay, here is the trail that goes down to the Ishnala Bridge. And nearby there's a very famous supper club resort called Ishnala. We'll have to look up and see what that word means.
A lot of leaves falling. A lot of leaves are falling, but not a lot of color. So I don't know.
Well, that wind yesterday knocked a bunch off.
Yeah, I suppose.
Oh, Nick is happy. He gets lots of places to sniff. Yeah, not much down there, just a little trickle and a trail. Here's the other side. Yeah, it's a pretty humid morning. And it's cold, it's down in the 50s. We definitely had a drastic change in weather since yesterday. Well, this birch tree has a pink string on it, slated to be chopped down. It's evidently dead. Look at all the fungi growing on it. Those are called shelf fungi. We used to saw them off the tree, bring them home to my mother, and she used to paint on them. Cut the bottoms flat and level so they'd sit on a shelf, and she would either etch with a tip of a knife or toothpick or whatever, sketch a little scene onto them and seal them with clear acrylic. Sometimes she'd paint them. We would use them sometimes as items for fundraisers. People would bid on them. Sometimes she had a few sitting at the local bar. Sportsmen would buy them, especially if they had things like fish or deer, log cabins. One time she had one that she painted a locomotive coming through a mountain. There were 2 sections on it, so she left the middle part looking like the mountain. She did a steam locomotive, really interesting. That one sold for big bucks. A train buff bought it. Another time she did the whole Last Supper. That one she gave to my grandma. I think my sister has it now. She made one for us on our wedding with 2 little birds, 2 little doves, and our wedding rings and our wedding date. I still have it in the knick-knack cabinet in the office. Ooh, there's a big crow right there. Let's see if Steve bring him a little forward. Oh, there he goes. I wanted to see if Nick noticed it. Oh yeah, he did. He thinks he can fly with those birds. Nick, come here. Come here. Nick, come here. Good boy. Do you think you can get them birdies? You can't get them birdies. You'll never catch them. So the end of our little campsite road here ends in a cul-de-sac. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sites in our little cul-de-sac. Plus the host and the shower building. Well, I think it's too cold and damp to be sitting outside. Even if we did start a campfire, there's more rain due in our area. Probably within the hour. It looks like there's a whole line of thunderstorms coming across. And they're traveling from the southwest to the northeast, right over us, the whole band. Not crossways, but lengthwise along us. So here we are, home again, home again. Okay, it's Tuesday morning. We have to leave the campground at 1. But I thought I would just do the camera without my microphone. Okay. So we'll see how this works. If anything, I'll just set the video to music. So we aren't taking Nick today. We're just riding by ourselves. He's waiting in the camper with the TV on. Keeping him occupied. All the curtains are down. And we can watch him on a video camera. Make sure he's behaving. Okay, we have water coming down off the trees. We're gonna get wet. There, now I have power. Remember, slippery leaves. Yeah, now I have power. I don't know what was wrong there. The pedal assist was not working and I was pedaling 65 pounds a bike plus myself. Yeah, some. Poor Nick, if we had the cart along, he'd be bounced all over. Whoa, yeah, there's some sand. Where are you? Oh, okay. I just want to make sure you were up there. We're almost out to the road. Up here there'll be a right-hand turn to the road. And then stop when you get to the road. Yeah, this is it. Whoa. I think this is mountain bike people. I don't care if we have fat tires. Woo! No, I don't think we're set for the mountains. What do you think?
Sure, let's go.
Okay. There. There, this is a little nicer. Nice smooth road. Watch out for pine needles. Oh, looks like they got most of them off the road. Ooh, the water looks very scummy and green. Stop right here, I'll take a picture of it. Wow, that is very green water. Yeah. GoPro, take photo. Okay. Yep. Pretty scummy. I think that's what they call their blue-green algae. Ugh. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, I wish we could stay an extra day or two. Sassy little red squirrel. Oh, what a beautiful morning. We hate to leave here today. We're all done with our bike ride. I hear a sassy Nick barking. Steve's putting away the bikes. I thought I'd walk down here by the edge of the cliff by our campsite. Can't get down by the water. It's pretty steep. It's probably why these campsites aren't quite as popular. It sure is beautiful. Shh. I saw a sassy red squirrel. Shh. Shh. Hey, come here. Shh. No bark. Somebody's got the zoomies in his butt. Okay, come here. Come here. Settle down. Come here. Shh. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. Settle down. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It is 12:56,
Yep.
and we have to be off our site by 1 p.m.
That's right. That's what they said.
Yep, so we're 4 minutes ahead of schedule, right?
I guess so.
So we're leaving Muir Lake State Park. It's an absolutely gorgeous morning, and if it wasn't for our darn dentist appointments tomorrow, we would have seen about extending our stay for a couple days.
Yeah, it would have been pretty nice. Looks like
Yeah.
nice weather.
Mm-hmm. So we need to leave our campsite and head on over to the dump station on the way out, take care of that duty. And we're going to meander our way home. We're going to enjoy some of the beautiful fall colors. We're going to work our way up, I think, through Montello, Watoma, Wapaka, up through Shawano, work our way home that way. We don't like interstates or busy highways.
Yeah.
Then we kind of avoid Green Bay around the 4 o'clock mark, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
So this way we're going to meander our way home, get home before dark, right?
Yep. Yeah, because I don't like driving at night.
No, we're getting old.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
All right, are you ready?
I think I'm ready if you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, let her roll. Everything's double checked and triple checked, and away we roll. Oh, here comes the campground host. Right there, come to check that we're leaving our site. I think he wants to get it cleaned for the next person, which is nice. They do a great job here. Campground is well kept. Here's our little cul-de-sac. We were at the end of a little road with about 6 or 7 sites. Is he in our site?
Yep.
Yep, look at that. He's right there checking it out. Getting ready to clean our fire pit. He was waiting around the corner for us to pull out 1 o'clock on the dot, and it is only 12:58.
Well, got to make sure we screwed up. We should have stayed there longer.
Oh my. What a gorgeous day. We really enjoyed our ride this morning around the park. Maybe not so much on the mountain bike trails. We realize we're not so good on those. I think that's only the second time we've ever been off crushed, what do you call it, the crushed gravel trails.
Yeah.
And, you know, those are nice when they're all groomed, or the paved trails, or the roads themselves. Yeah, that was a little more rugged for our taste for riding. We'll leave that to them young ones. Like Steve said, we're getting old. Speed bump. So we got the streets and trips all set up. And we got the tire minder set up to monitor our tire pressures. We double check our batteries, that they're charging as we drive. So we are looking at maybe doing some changes to our battery setup. We don't know. We had some discussions this morning. We did a little research and watched some YouTubes. Right now it's Amazon Prime sales. So we're looking at possibly maybe doing something during Prime sales. And we will see. I mean, what we have now works really well, especially with the addition of our Blue Eddy to our system. And I think I might do a YouTube just on our power setup and our battery system, charging system, monitoring system, and how we implement our Blue Eddy power station in with the whole thing. But for now, what we have works. But we're thinking about doing some winter traveling, maybe down south or out west. We're not quite sure yet. It's kind of still in the thinking stages, not really even the planning stages. Got to get through the next few months. We're doing a roof on our house, which is going to be quite expensive because we're paying somebody to do it. That's supposed to start October 20th or thereabouts. And then, of course, at the end of the year, there's holidays and property taxes. So a lot of considerations there to work on our budget. And maybe still have enough, few pennies left in the piggy bank to go south. There's a little quintessential Wisconsin farm. Beautiful rolling countryside. I rolled down the window, so there's a little bit of air noise here. We'll roll it back up now. I found a little truck farm on the side of the road. Looking for some produce. Okay, so we've got some sweet onions here. We have a cucumber. We have an acorn squash, and we're going to check on some green beans. So here's the kind of munchies to have on the road. Nice, crisp, crunchy, snapping green beans. Look at that. My way's okay, Steve. Great big, beautiful windmills over here. Riding up kind of along a ridge. There's a bunch of them over this way too.